She viewed your story, liked a random post, and whoo! It does feel good, doesn't it? You get that little jolt of adrenaline and you think, this is it. She's coming back. She's mine, boys. Reel her in. And now you're wondering, what does it really mean? The truth is, it's a breadcrumb. It's not a comeback. If you chase it, you're just gonna give her all the power back and she's gonna run all over again. First off, what is a breadcrumb? A breadcrumb is a tiny action from your ex that keeps you emotionally hooked. Oftentimes, these are not real connection. These are just ego boosts, testing, or pure boredom. It's not about you, it's about her checking to see if that door is still open. Why most guys fail this test? The number one reason is they overread everything. They think that because that she viewed your story, that's it, y'all are getting married next month. It prompts them to reach out to her, and of course, that kills attraction immediately because she had to give you minimal effort for your maximum effort. She threw a crumb and got a feast from you. And just like that, she knows you're still waiting. You're still obsessed with her. She knows that what you're really trying to do is to restart that relationship off of that little bitty crumb. And that kills that masculine core inside of you. See, what she's attracted to is a man that's not easily led by her. So I've talked about this on my channel before, but when a woman gives you a hard time, right? She's pushing your buttons and all that good stuff. Usually these things are just a little test towards you. She doesn't want you to be able to be moved by her. So she gives you a little bit of attitude, or she pushes your buttons a little bit, and yeah, she wants you to put her in her place in a way that's masculine, not overly angry, or in a way that punishes her emotionally. Now on the flip side of that, your ex likes to push your buttons because she thinks all I have to do is like this little post and I'm gonna send this guy into an absolute frenzy. So she may not even like your post. Maybe she likes another guy's post and all of a sudden you see that and you think, you know what's going on, right? Now, maybe you're right. Maybe she is going after him. But guess what? The worst thing you could do is to call her out on it, to say something about it, because she knows she got to you. And if she can get to you, if she can push you, if she can knock you off your masculine frame, then guess what? You become less attractive in her eyes, and all you do is cement the idea for her to break up with you. She knows it was the right decision now because she sees you as weaker than whatever her next option is going to be. So your first response to a crumb is nothing. I'm gonna give you 3 categories of breadcrumbs. First off is the passive breadcrumb. These are the story views. These are the likes that come from your post. Maybe she even likes your story. What do you do if you get a passive breadcrumb from your ex? You do nothing because that is her minimum effort to get your attention. Stay composed. She's checking your energy. She's checking that door to see if you're still there, still receptive to her. This is not the time to break. This is the time to stay silent and still make her feel your absence. First, I said passive breadcrumbs. Now we're gonna move on to a low effort message. And a low effort message is something like, hey, how are you? How have you been? What's up? Or she replies to your story with an emoji or replies with a haha, that's funny, or an LOL or something like that. Now I'm going to give you 2 different ways to react to these because one of them is okay to react to, but the other one is not. If she reacts to your story with an emoji, or she simply says LOL, or she simply says that's funny, you are only allowed to like her reaction. That's it. You're gonna give her that same minimum that she's giving you, and that's absolutely fine. She likes something of yours, you can like something of hers. That has to do with you. You're not gonna go on her page and like anything of hers. You're not gonna view her story, you're not gonna like her story or anything like that. On the flip side of that, if she sends you a low effort message, you can simply respond with the same energy. So you're gonna think of it like a customer service voice. Because again, odds are she's just testing you. Match the energy. Short, polite, unfazed, nothing bothers you. You're not gonna bring up your relationship or her life. You're not gonna ask her any questions. That's a very key point. Don't ask her any questions. So if she says, hey, how are you? You say, been good, great to hear from you. You don't need to give her any more. You've got to let her escalate the conversation. If she doesn't, that's your proof that she was just testing you. If she does, then that's your proof that she wants something more. And then you can reward her with about 50% of the flirty energy that she's giving you, which leads me to my 3rd category. So the first one was a passive breadcrumb. The second was a low effort message. And third is a high effort message. A high effort message is something like, I miss you, I've been thinking about you, anything like that. Now, usually they don't send those messages, okay? Usually it's a low effort message, but that's all right. If she does respond with these high effort messages, you may respond up to half of that flirty energy with her. So in other words, she says, I missed you, I've been thinking about you. You can reply with something like, yeah, I've missed your crazy a bit too. You're still matching that energy, just not quite as high as she is. And what that gets her to do is that gets her curious as to why you haven't just directly said it. And she might even ask you, so does that mean you don't miss me? And she's not trying to argue with you. What she's trying to do is trying to knock you off your masculine frame. She's trying to get you to cave and you to start chasing her. That's why you respond with something a little bit better. So when she keeps escalating, you simply match that flirty energy up to half. And don't let her break you or guilt trip you into doing anything else. The reason that you're doing this is not to play any sort of weird mind games. It's because she's your ex, and if she wants a place back in your life, she's going to have to earn it. And this is how she earns it. This is also where most guys fold. Because if she sends a high value message like, I miss you, I want to get back together, whatever, a lot of guys fold. They will simply reply, I love you too, I've missed you so much, I can't wait to see you again, let's go out. Now here's the thing, as far as a short-term strategy, that might work, but a long-term successful strategy in that relationship cannot be built on that because she knows she can break up with you all over again and all she has to do is send you a message that says, I love you, I still miss you, I still think about you, and you'll take her back just like that. She can never have that option. She's got to either show up completely or stay away. That's what you really want. You want her totally, as she is, to show up to give you 100% of her energy, of her flirtation, of who she is if she wants to make this work. The core principle of all of this is you don't reward low effort with high investment. My brother, breadcrumbs are just noise. Yes, it might mean that she misses you, that she's starting to chase you, that she's wondering about you again, but you've got to treat them as they actually are. And what they actually are is not a feast. They're not something that's gonna fill you up. It's kind of like when your friends are eating a bag of chips and they say, hey, you want a few? And like you grab a whole handful. Maybe not that, but you're taking 1 or 2 chips, you eat them, you enjoy them, but you don't take the entire bag out of your friend's hand and just start to devour the thing, right? It's a bit of the same concept. She's just giving you a chip or 2 from her because she wants you still emotionally hooked. Again, that's not to say she doesn't actually still have feelings for you, but you cannot reward her with a breadcrumb or a message just for her doing the lowest possible thing. I say all of that to say this: stay grounded, stay silent, because if she wants you, your energy, she wants another shot at that relationship, she's gonna have to come back all or nothing. And that is the only way you win as a successful long-term strategy. If you don't, if you let her come back partially, where she doesn't have to give her full effort, she's gonna leave you all over again and you're gonna be stuck in a loop with her over and over again, potentially for years. Be a man, draw your boundaries, don't let any woman into your life that has not earned it. Little bro, you got this, and I got you. I'll see you in the next one.